If the polynomial in the numerator is lower degree than the denominator, the x-axis, or horizontal asymptote, is going to equal 0. If the polynomial in the numerator is higher than the denominator, then there is no horizontal asymptote. One way to remember this rule is by using the clown Bobo. Bobo stands for when it's bigger on the bottom, the horizontal asymptote is going to equal 0. When trying to find end behavior, look at the fraction equation given, and by using the clown rules, you can figure out the horizontal asymptote. So for our first example, y equals x minus 1 over x squared minus 4. When trying to find the horizontal asymptote, you're going to look at these two numbers here. Since x squared is obviously bigger than x, the horizontal asymptote is going to be y is equal to 0. For our next question, y equals x over x squared minus 3x plus 2. As you can see from the equation, the denominator is larger than the numerator, so our horizontal asymptote is going to be y equals 0 according to the rule of Bobo. So the highest power in the numerator is 2. There is an x squared in the denominator, but it doesn't matter because the highest power in the denominator is x to the 5th power. Since the largest power underneath is bigger than that of the largest power on top, the horizontal asymptote will be y equals 0. Following the rule of Bobo, if it's bigger on bottom, the horizontal asymptote will be 0.
So for this problem, we have x squared plus 3x plus 1 over 4x squared minus 9. Since both the numerator and denominator have squared terms, we can use the clown Bosco, in which the coefficients of the first terms are used to find the horizontal asymptote. Since we're only looking at the terms with x squared in them, we can rewrite the equation as x squared over 4x squared. Since these x squareds cancel out, our horizontal asymptote would be 1 over 4. For this problem, we have y equals 3x plus 2 over x minus 1. Another way to solve this problem, instead of using the clown Bosco, would be to see that the numerator and the denominator are growing at the same degree. As x gets bigger or as it gets smaller, the constants on either side of the fraction start to have less of an impact than the x does. So that means that we can rewrite the function as 3x over x. And as these x's cancel out, you're left with a horizontal asymptote of 3.